guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I just accidentally kicked the try button. Wow, I'm cool. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video with 2019 right around the corner, I thought that today would be kind of like a fun video to do a 18 things that I learned in 2018. I'm gonna be honest with you, this year was pretty good. It was a year of hard work and healing, and I really just needed to grow and learn who I was as a person, and that's really what I feel like I did. But along the path I definitely learned a couple things that I thought that I would go ahead and share with you. Some of it is funny, some of them are random, and some of them are like real things that I feel like you guys should learn as well. I'm gonna skip the long intro and just kind of dive right into it. The first thing that I learned in 2018 was hard work beats talent every single time. And I actually learned this quote, believe it or not, from Jake Paul. He said it in an interview, and he basically said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I think that that's honestly, like, that was like my quote of 2018. I'm sorry, but it's so true. You will always have someone who is more talented than you and better than you in something, in some aspect. To be honest with you, they might not work as hard. And I learned that actually one of my friends wanted to do, I'm trying like not to give too many details because I don't want them to watch this, but one of my friends really wanted to do YouTube, and I think that this person is so talented. They're so much more talented than me. They literally are just like so amazing in so many different aspects. And that forced me to work even harder because I was like, oh my gosh, like this person's gonna start YouTube and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna do so good and blah, 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 blah. And I worked hard and the other person didn't. And although they have all these skills and they're so amazing, they didn't work hard. So there's a big difference in my success from this year and, you know, their success from this year because, you know, hard work beats talent. The second thing that I learned in 2018 is being nice and optimistic will always pay off. Number 3, don't be afraid to cut out people that no longer benefit you or make you grow as a person. This is mind-blowing that people don't do this. I have a friend, I love her to death, she's amazing, but she keeps these people in her life that are so mean to her. Like, you are your friends, and that is an amazing thing to keep that in mind. You are your friends. You are who you surround yourself with. So if you're around these people that are constantly tearing you down or are just mean or lazy or whatever it may be, you will become those people. So if those people aren't benefiting you or making you a better person or making you grow as an individual, cut them out. The fourth thing that I learned in 2018 was being a Christian and growing in my faith was the best thing that I have ever done. I have grown as a person, I've grown spiritually, and I've just grown so much from finding an amazing church, diving into the Bible, and just really exploring my religion and my spirituality and figuring out what I believe. It was the best thing that's ever happened to me. The fifth thing that I learned, as cheesy as it sounds, time heals all wounds. And what I really learned this year is the only thing that's really gonna heal me is time. And it was a year after I got diagnosed with depression and blah, 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 blah. And you also have to realize you can't hold on to a grudge either. I was holding on to so much hatred and so much anger and so much, you know, blah, 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 blah. And not just with the breakup, but also, you know, I was bullied all throughout high school and I still held those grudges. And when I see these people, I get so mad because I'm like, you did this to me, you did this to me. But then you have to realize, like, you can't hold on to those grudges. You know what I mean? After a certain time, you kind of have to learn to forgive those people because at the end of the day, why are you wasting your time and energy holding on to this grudge for someone who literally doesn't even think about you? Going along with that, I also learned closure is a myth. Like, you think it's a thing, and you think meeting up with a certain someone is going to give you closure, and you're gonna be so much better, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm at peace with it. No, the closure is a myth, I promise. The sixth thing that I learned was traveling is amazing, even if it's just going one state over. So I'm in Pennsylvania. If I got the opportunity to go to Ohio, I would freaking go. Like, just traveling in general is so amazing, whether it be Arizona, Florida, Los Angeles, you know, California, whatever it is. Going along with that, for number 7, never say no to any opportunity. I'm telling you, when I travel, I'm actually probably a very dangerous traveler because I don't say no to any opportunity. You know, I went to Los Angeles once and literally my Airbnb person, like, who I was staying with, invited me to go out, you know, just kind of experience like the nightlife of Los Angeles, and I got to meet all these YouTubers and all this stuff, and you know, and actually my last time I just traveled, you know, literally I met this Lyft driver who was absolutely amazing, and he was a therapist and a Christian and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, do you want to go to lunch? You know, I know this sounds like really weird, but do you want to go? And I was like, yes. And it was the most amazing thing, and that's probably super dangerous. I probably shouldn't recommend that, but I never say no to any opportunity that's given to me, and it's always paid off. I've always had something amazing happen. The 8th thing that I've learned is do not get a credit card. Like seriously, like as stupid as that sounds, like just don't get one. The 9th thing I learned in 2019 is time is so precious, and I don't recommend wasting it. Like your time here is so short, so don't be in a situation that you don't want to be. Just leave if you don't want to be in it. Or don't sleep in super late, because those are hours in your day that you will never get back. This is so weird, but for me, I do truly believe that time is just so precious. So I walk really fast and I try to get things done so fast, and you know, if I have a day off, like I'm working and I'm trying to do stuff and I'm trying to better myself, because time is so precious and you never get it back. The 10th thing that I learned is success never happens overnight. Like, it's so hard, especially for me. I look at my numbers, and everybody, like whether you say that you don't or not, if you're on YouTube, you look at numbers. Like it's just, you can't not look at the numbers. And so I would look at my numbers and be like why is this not happening? Like this girl over here has, you know, 50,000 subscribers, and why am I not getting that? Every single person that you know that is successful has worked hard for their success. Whether you see it or not, or you think that, you know, it happens overnight. Like Emma Chamberlain popped out of nowhere. But what you don't realize is she was making videos for years before that. She didn't just pop out of nowhere. Like, she worked hard for where she was. Although it looks like she popped out of nowhere, she didn't. The 11th thing that I learned, this is so weird, but I've kind of learned this year, if you can put on the most ugliest outfit, right? The ugliest outfit in the entire world. But if you wear that thing with confidence, you can say it's fashion. It's weird, but it's so true. I can walk out, let's say I'm wearing like bright purple, you know, joggers and a yellow crop top and these bejeweled sunglasses with a red fanny pack. But if I rock that outfit, I could say like, it's fashion. Going along with that, I learned I hate jeans. Jeans suck. I think it's actually because I gained some weight this year and I just don't want to buy new jeans, but I hate jeans. They're so uncomfortable and they're not fun, and yeah, yoga pants for life. The 13th thing that I learned, it took me a long time to learn this, but you really shouldn't go out and search for a soulmate. And it's something that I am still struggling with, and it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm getting older, all my friends are, you know, I don't know, they're all getting married or they all have boyfriends, and it's like, where's mine? And I really had to learn that God will put the person that you are meant to be with in your life at the right time. Like for me, I just don't think that right now is my time. I think that this is my time to grow my career and grow my, you know, with you guys. And I don't think that I'm supposed to have a soulmate right now. I think that a soulmate would really slow me down, but it took me a long time to realize that, you know, so yeah, stop looking. God will give you him or her when the time is right. People will see your success and your hard work sometimes even before you see it yourself. And that was really interesting for me to learn. An example of this is I used to get picked on a lot in high school. Like there were these mean girls and they were just not nice. And I've actually had some of them reach out to me and they're like, it's so cool like what you're doing, like you're working so hard, like you have so much success, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, me? Like I don't even think that, you know, I don't think that I'm working as hard as I possibly could. Now, towards the end of this year, I have, like in like November and December, I've been working so hard, but it was even before that that people are like, it's so cool what you're doing, like we can tell how hard you're working, and I'm like, really? Number 15 is invest in your skincare. Last year I had the worst face ever. Like it was broken out in acne and discolored face. Like I just had all this discoloration and it wasn't cute, okay? It wasn't cute. But I invested in my skincare and I just really started to pay attention to it. And it's done wonders. So if you got a little extra money to spend, invest in your skincare. Your skin will thank you. Number 16, your parents are amazing. You don't even recognize how amazing your parents are, but I promise you, they're pretty cool. And sometimes you need to move out of the house to realize how freaking cool your parents are. but they're cool. They're actually awesome. My mom's like my best friend now. Number 17, I've told you guys this on multiple occasions, but you can't control how other people act, but you can control who you're around and how it affects you. And this kind of ties into the one where I said like, don't be afraid to cut people out. So I'm gonna repeat this one more time. You can't control how other people act, but you can control who you're around and how it affects you. So just keep that in mind. That was probably the best advice I ever got, and that was like my quote of last year. And the last thing I learned in 2018, and actually before I hop into it, I kind of want to give you a little backstory. I watch a lot of Gary Vee. I will actually link his videos down below. He is so amazing and so motivational. He's like the uncle that gives you tough love. Like, he's amazing. And he really taught me that you have 3 crises in your life. You have one at 18, 22, and 30. So at like 18, you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm graduating, what do I want to do with college? 22, you're graduating from college, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I want to do with my life? And then at 30, obviously, you know, 30. So this year, I really did have that crisis, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, my life is over. I was like, I'm getting so old, like, my life is over, like, I was like, and I'm seeing all these other people that are so much younger than me, and they have so much more success, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I just wasted the last like 4 years of my life and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I could have been working so much harder. And it really made me realize your life isn't over. You're not old. You know, this is the beginning of your life. And yeah, you should definitely be working hard. But he basically was like, if you start working really hard for your dream at 18 or 21 or 22, I mean, imagine where you would be when you hit 30 or when you hit 40. And so basically, long story short, the last thing I learned was you're not old and your life is only beginning. So that was everything that I learned in 2018. Let me know down below what you guys learned in 2018. I would love to hear about it. I'd love to hear any life lessons that you have. Feel free to share them down below. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye.